Thank you for joining us for this 15th annual Dennis James Golf Classic. Your time and donations have always meant the world to all of us at UCP and to the hundreds of families you may never meet. As we did last year, we'd like to provide just a few of the people whose lives you've touched the opportunity to tell you how your support impacts the entire family. UCP continues to provide in-home respite care to hundreds of families throughout our community, sending trained respite workers into the home to provide a much-needed break for family members to perform day-to-day tasks you and I may take for granted, even to simply rest and refresh. Let us put it this way. Whether it be a game of golf, a trip to the salon, or a simple necessity like going to the grocery store, you probably enjoy a few hours a month to yourself, doing something you enjoy. How important are those few hours to you? Now imagine you also have a child with special needs who requires 24-hour-a-day care.
That gives you a chance to just be able to be free, to get a break. Because the respite care, they give you hours for your child, and your child is able to be in the hands of people that they trust, and that's the most important thing, is to know that your child is going to be okay. Although you want your child with you at every time, when you go in places, you would love to do that, but it's kind of hard because she don't understand when she's with the crowd, and other people that's in the public don't understand. But when you have respite care, it's a big help. It helps you a lot, and without it, you really have no choice,
Having UCP provide me with respite has allowed me to be the wife that I want to be to my husband. But even more so, I'm allowed to be the person that I want to be in my life. So UCP, in my definition, would have to be an entity that has given me wings again.
Through your support, we are helping to provide a life without limits for other family members as well as the person with the disability. But your support reaches even farther. Single parents of developmentally disabled children are not uncommon. To most parents, after-school care is a critical concern. But what if there is only one parent in the home and the child in question has special needs? Who provides the additional support necessary for a working parent of a special needs child? United Cerebral Palsy of the Inland Empire is the only organization in the Coachella Valley providing after-school programs for children and youth with various developmental disabilities like autism, Down syndrome, epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and intellectual disabilities. Last year, we told you that the state cut funding for these programs. Our board made the commitment to keep 2 of these programs open here in the Coachella Valley and raising 100% of the funding needed to continue their operation. Because of you and other grant support, we were successful. But the need for more programs remains, and with your continuing support, we will work to find a way to fill that need. If a silver lining can be found in this difficult situation, it is that since we're no longer receiving state funding, we no longer have to go through the lengthy process of getting approval for expanded program curriculum. UCP has teamed with Christopher's Clubhouse to offer a class to our special needs children in self-defense and personal safety due to the increased risk of exploitation that children and youth with developmental disabilities face.
It was the first time in the United States that ever this was done through RAD Kids, where it was an entire class of special needs kids. And it was actually the most wonderful class we've ever done. To see those light bulbs go off over the heads when they get it. This is a population of kids that are so vulnerable.
Our after-school programs enable children and teens with special needs to play, socialize, make friends, and to achieve social, behavioral, and communication goals. These programs play an essential role in the development of children with special needs.
Our program is an integration program. So what we try and do is socialize our kids with the kids there in the program. We try to include them in all the activities that the other kids are doing. So they develop that familiarity, that comfortability with all the other students in the program.
UCP and other school programs have actually allowed her to try to keep up with regular kids, thus making her development more normal and more outstanding for a child like Marilyn. One day when we were driving home from school, she asked me, "Mom, was I born like this or did I get this?" And I go, "No, you were born like that." And she goes, "But it's over, right? I no longer have it." And I go, "No, you'll have it for the rest of your life." And she goes, "I don't feel like nothing's wrong with me." She goes, "I feel regular."
Some kids have, Downs. I was born and I was Downs. So it doesn't matter. It does have, this stuff, like it's a thing, like inside your body, like it can be regular or different.
She knows what she has, but she doesn't feel like it should make her different.
I want to say I'm proud of myself. I adore myself in the UCP. I support it because my mom is really proud of me for everything I do. And sometimes I get involved with people, help the people, help the community.
Here's the misconception. I'm walking down the street and everybody sees me for what I'm not. Most of it's not your fault. You can't help to see somebody with a strange walk, with a strange gait, who appears maybe to be laboring. Wow, they can't walk very fast. They can't climb the stairs. They're not a normal person. This is not somebody that I would associate myself with, people will say. And the evidence of that is every day when I walk down the street or walk back and forth, people don't see me, they see what's wrong with me.
I got Celia when she was 6 months, and her brother was a year. And when I got Celia, I knew that there was something wrong with Celia. So I took this on, with the help of God. I decided to say, okay, I'm going to take Celia and her brother and do the best that I can for them. So this is what I did. I took them in and I had her she's 10 years old now, and he's 11. And it's a challenge for him. It's a very hard challenge because he wishes his sister can talk to him. He wishes his sister could play with him and not attack him, Celia, like I say, can be very, very hard to deal with at times. And so I think it hurts him because he doesn't know what to do for his sister. And so the other night, he said, "Let's pray for Celia." I'm going to start crying. But he got on his knees and he started praying. And that meant so much because he knows that, I'm sorry. She's a beautiful child. He's a beautiful young man. And, in my life, I asked God to help me raise my kids. I have 3, and I've raised them, and they turn out to be very beautiful, beautiful kids. But I want the same for them too. I want the best for them because each kid with disability, they deserve that. They deserve the best that any parent or anybody can give them. And I would like to say that UCP is the best organization that I have been in with Celia. And I appreciate everything that they have done for me and Celia.
No matter how she is or how she is, she's still God's child, and she deserves respect just like any other child of God does.
All of these people and many more get a chance to live as normal a life as possible because you took the time to support the Dennis James Center and United Cerebral Palsy of the Inland Empire. You took the time to care and provide a life without limits for our children and their families, and we thank you. We pledge to do everything within our power to keep these programs alive, to keep growing and expanding through your support.
All of those who give up their time and their support in any way, it means a lot. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. From my family, thank you. From the bottom of all of our hearts, I thank you so very much.
But I say to people who are wonderful enough to dig into their pocket, to open their checkbook, to give to UCP, to help families like myself, is you're not just helping a child, you're helping a whole family. You're helping us stay together, and so we thank you.
Your being here this evening to support the 15th annual Dennis James Golf Classic is extremely important to us, and to the support you have given United Cerebral Palsy over these 15 years, we say a big thank you. Thank you for that support. We couldn't do it without you.
Like I feel right now is happy. I want to feel happy because I was born happy.